But the reason is I'm doing this for the incentive.
The Silver Dasher.
Morning. It's Tuesday. I'm in my car. And I'm doing something crazy stupid. It is currently 16 degrees outside. As the winter weather is hit here in the deep south. So, it is not 6 o'clock, or almost 6 o'clock. I have not picked up an order yet, because I am heading to Anniston. More specifically, Jacksonville. I'm going to see, and I brought me a lunch, some drinks, some snacks. I'm going to see if I can hopefully get a morning spark started in Jacksonville as part of the incentive. To get to $80, and then hope maybe, for today and tomorrow, $111. So anyway, let's see what happens. So see you a little bit. Well, I got my first order. It's supposed to be picked up at 6:55. I'm kind of trying to learn some new things. One, neither of the Walmarts here in this area, in the Oxford, Anniston, and Jacksonville, are busy enough that you have the opening shopping like Pell City. Pell City has several, we have several drivers ready for pickup. The second thing is, well, unfortunately, this is not such a good pickup. It's $14. 41 cents for 11 miles. It's going to take 41 minutes to drop offs. But, I'm here to get the incentives. And so that's the goal. But yeah, I got another 25 minutes before I can start the trip. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. If I have to continue this tomorrow, I am not going to be here opening, because I might as well just do the opening shopping in Pell City, and then from there come here. So, lesson learned, something new. Like I said, I thought openings was done for all Walmarts that were busy. So, I guess not. So now I'm gonna wait until it's time to start the pickup, and then do the pickup. So, see you in a little bit. Well, I just finished dropping off those pickups. One was with a small little apartment building. Well, not apartment building. A lot of apartments around here are just a single building, single house, really. But there's several little ones right here. But that was pretty easy. And then the second one was off to a daycare behind a church, because it says to a business. And I said, okay. And I looked at it. Oh, then I saw the church. And I said, oh, that's where it is. And I looked behind there, and there were people leaving. I said, okay, it looks like a daycare, and it was. So anyhow, yeah, learned something new around here. They don't do. It's not busy enough here to have the morning shopping like it's Pell City, where there's like 10, 20 of us picking up a shopping order, or two in the morning. But here, nothing. So anyhow, I'm gonna. In fact, I just delivered this. My parents' neighborhood's just like a half a mile down that way. That's how far I'm back in Anniston. In fact, I'm going to drive by the Anniston Walmart, but I'm going to head back to Jacksonville so I can see if I can work on this incentive. So anyhow, back to Jacksonville I go, and hopefully we get another order real soon. So see you in a little bit. Well, I've been here about 15 minutes and got another very small pickup. Yeah, it's very small. $7, 5.7 miles, one drop off, and starts pickup in about 10 minutes. But the reason is I'm doing this for the incentive. Not many items, 6 items. Yeah, I'm going back to Anniston. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. Like I said, I'm trying to get that $80. Let's see, I think it's $80 for the first level. Let me double check. Yeah, $80 for the first level, and then $111 for the second level. So let's see how well this works out. So normally I would not have taken that, but like I said, $80, $100 extra. That's for the week, or any other incentive. I never had an $80 incentive. I've seen Pell City did a 30 and 45 one time, and but I've never seen 80 and 111. So anyway, waiting for this pickup time, and then I'll go pick it up. So see you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that, they don't have a driveway. It's very, very small order. And it was taking me to Anniston address, but it wasn't very far. It's just a couple miles south of the Walmart. But it's in a neighborhood that's mainly mobile homes, but it's got streets and mobile homes either side. It's damn cold. But what worried me though is when I pulled up and I got the address, I see the mailbox number. They had a "Beware of Dog" sign. Okay, and then I looked down there at the home. 2 more "Beware of Dogs" signs. Holy crap! But hopefully, I didn't see a dog. And what sane person would keep an animal in 17-degree weather? So anyhow, but I'm in the neighborhood. I just passed the house that I delivered the other day. I think it was yesterday. Or was it Sunday? No, it was Sunday, because I didn't spark yesterday. I did all day in Jacksonville. And it was the one where I had to carry a 46-pound of dog food. I just passed their house. So anyhow, well, 2 little orders. Increased my numbers for the incentive. So let's go back to Jacksonville and hopefully the orders start picking up. So see you in a little bit. Well, waited for another 10 minutes. I got another small pickup, 2 drop-offs, $8.70 for 8 miles. But it's one of those, it's part of the incentive thing. So doing these small little things to build up my numbers. So see you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that order. Had 2 of them. One was real close to the Walmart. One's a little bit further out from had to go through campus here at JSU, and then first time I've been out there, but the instruction said it was a log cabin on the hill. Well, that's what it was. It was a log cabin on the hill. So anyhow, so now I'm going to head back. I think this is my 3rd trip. Things hopefully will start picking up. The other Walmarts are red, but Jacksonville's turning yellow. So yeah, it's still damn cold. Not as cold as it was this morning. In fact, I saw icicles hanging off my car when I walked from the parking lot. So anyhow, well, let's head back to Jacksonville Walmart and see if we can get another order. So, see you in a little bit. Well, I've been sitting here about 20 minutes and I finally got a shopping order. But before that, I had to do it, but I declined a pickup. It was $35 for over 35 miles for an hour and a half. I said, no, you know. This one is shopping is $18.16 for 8 miles. It's going to take 37 minutes. Let's see, check the number. I forgot to check the number of items, but it's only 14, or actually 19, but 14. So let's go ahead and get started, do the shopping, and then make the delivery. See you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that shopping order. Not too bad. It's only a few items. Only had one substitution. Was they didn't have the bigger size of laundry detergent, so I had to get the little smaller size. And those they asked me to put it on the front porch, but the front porch was littered by dog bombs, dog poop everywhere. Kind of had to tread the minefield there. And noticed they had a tote there, but it had a hole cut out. It looked like for a pet, and had a nice warm bed in there and all that. And saw the food. And then just as I was leaving, the owner came out, the customer, and put it in there, and kitty cat came out. So anyhow, and he waved, and I waved back. So let's make our way back to Jacksonville. I'm actually north of Jacksonville, and I'm at a Piedmont address. So yeah, straight shot up, past Jacksonville, and then take a quick right, and there it was. So yeah, a little interesting, a little shopping, not too bad. Like I said, the offer before, I declined it. It was a pickup for $35 for over 35 miles. It would take an hour and a half to make the delivery. I said no. So I'm trying to get number of trips in here. This one, the shopping, total 37 minutes. Shopping and delivering. So let's make our way back to Jacksonville. Let's see if we get another order real quick. So see you in a little bit. Well, it's been a couple hours. Had my lunch. It's almost 12 o'clock, 5 to 12. And I got a pickup, ASAP pickup. So, hopefully things will pick up. I noticed that I got 5 more trips. Excuse me. 5 more trips to make the first tier incentive. So, and this one is take a look. Let's see here. It's ASAP pickup, 3 drop-offs. So, yeah, 37 minutes. So, it didn't take too long. So yeah, things are looking up. Maybe I can get this first tiered. So here I am, getting parked and getting ready for the pickup. So, see you in a little bit. Well, I just finished dropping off the last order. The first one was at an apartment complex up some stairs. Well, it wasn't too bad. Like I said, I got everything in a bag. The second one was unique. It was an assisted living building, and I delivered directly to the customer, and she had a kitty cat in there, cute little calico. But she was curious, just like all kitties. when you bring stuff in, got gotta be inspected. Make sure nothing nefarious going on. And she said, "Oh, they're sniffing me. I got to pet her." And I told the lady, that we have twin brothers. So she was a cutie pie. So anyway, so I am somewhere in downtown Jacksonville. I think I'm not quite to. Well, no, I drove by the stadium. So once I get to the road, I'll be in the middle of the campus. So anyway, so let's head back to Walmart in Jacksonville and see if we can pick up another order. So see you in a little bit. Well, just got close to Jacksonville Walmart. Picked up another pickup. It's $25.64 for 12 miles. Say it's going to take about 45 minutes, but it's 3 drop-offs. So similar to what I just did. Let's see, what's the number of items? Yeah. Oh, excuse me, 16, 17, and 16. Yeah, easy. So, all right. I'm about to pull in the parking spot, and let's get started. See you in a little bit. Yes, I know. Well, I just made the last drop off, and I was being dog cussed by the little Chihuahua. He was protecting his house. He was determined to get me. He was digging at the door, trying to figure out. But he was protecting his house. So yeah. That was the last drop off. The second drop off took some difficulty because it put me in this right area, but the guy said apartment B. Apartment B? All the apartments here have numbers. There's no letters. Then he finally told me, oh, it's 204. So I found 204. He said, I told him about this. Oh, I need to fix that. So that delayed me a little bit. So yeah, taking the back way back to Jacksonville Walmart. Hopefully I can get some more orders before the day is over. Like I said, when it comes around 4 o'clock, it depends on how close I am. I don't know. Depends what's going on. So, but yeah, there was a lull period about almost an hour to almost 2 hours, right before lunch, that nothing was happening. I talked to one of the employees on this order, and I said, asked him if things were busy. He said, not really. And then he asked me how things were. I said, well, it was kind of awkward, kind of dead. I told him I'm actually out of Pell City. I told him every morning at 6 o'clock, there's a guaranteed at least, 10 drivers out there getting a shopping order. He said, no, we don't. He said the Oxford store is the hub store. Don't know what that means. If that's where base orders come from. So, Mr. Police Officer is ahead of me. But yeah, it's but it picked up a little bit. Like I said, I just I had that shopping order.
At the next stop sign, turn right.
And then this is my second pickup since that shopping order. The last 2 pickups been pretty decent. Not too many items. On this particular order right here, it was like 18 per customer. Not too bad. One customer had to take up 2 tubs because they had a lot of drinks, like 6-packs, bottles. So anyhow, making my way back to Jacksonville Walmart. Keep building on the incentive. So let's see what happens. See you in a little bit. It's been a while. It's been a long time. Almost an hour, over an hour. Finally got us shopping. It's a double customer. But this is going to be it. It's going to take me to 4 o'clock. So didn't get quite to the second tier. So anyway, let me go do the shopping and then do the delivery and then head on home. So we'll see you in a little bit. Well, that's it for me. Tried to get to the first tier today, but I didn't make it. And I decided I'm not going to try for the second tier. That's 6 more trips, and the lack of opportunity in Jacksonville is apparent, especially in the morning. There was, I had lulls of at least 2 hours each. So, but I am going to come here tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day to try for this incentive, and then once I get the first tier, then I'm just going to go probably just hang around Anniston and all that. But in the morning, I am going to do my Pell City morning spark, and then right after that, just come on over here after the normal thing. So I'll stay in Pell City till 9 o'clock. Get something to eat and then come over here in Jacksonville. Let's see, how much do I need? Let's see, what's today's date? Get it going here. Okay, yeah, today's the 27th. And then yeah, I need 2 more trips, and I got to the 28th, which is tomorrow. So I'm just basically going to come, stay in Pell City to 9 o'clock, get something to eat, and then come over directly to Jacksonville and wait for 2. Hopefully there'll be to get two trips in, and then from there I'll just go back, do my normal thing, hang around Anniston and how the flow goes. So who knows, maybe Jacksonville will be hot. We'll see. Yeah, so to get to the second tier, I need 8 trips, and I don't think I made 8 trips today. So, well, we'll find out. I'll do a summary when I get home. So anyway, done for today. So I'm heading home, and yeah, my wife needs me to help her on something technical with the computers, I don't know. Are you ever been like, the tech guy in the family? For my mom and dad, my mom couldn't get the TV to work, and I live an hour away, so I tried to help her through the phone. Or my dad needed computer help. I'm always, he was constantly loading all kinds of crap on his computer, thinking it would help him. He had like three different antivirus programs running at the same time, and it was a mess. So yeah. So are you ever been the tech guy in the family? That was me. And I do it now with my mother-in-law, but I do help with my sister-in-law since she lives closer to my mother-in-law. She does more of it, but when it gets to the more high technical stuff, especially like Ring doorbells and stuff like that, I'm your guy. So anyway, heading home, and we'll give a summary when I get there. So see you in a little bit. Whew, I'm finally home. I have found some things that I can't do long-term spark. It's too tiring. I will do this tomorrow, spark tomorrow, to get that incentive, but I'm going to have to find a mixture of Spark and DoorDash to try to maximize money, but also I need to find the sweet spot to not overwork myself, because I can't do this. A lot of people have been making comments, well, you need to do this and all that. So, that's true. There's a lot of things I could do, but you have to remember, this is not a full-time job for me. I'm doing this to stay active, make extra money, but I'm retired. And I don't need to, I live off retirement. I made wise choices in my life, so I'm not relying on having to work a full-time job, to do this. But I'm going to go back. Probably I'm going to go back tomorrow. Spark in the morning, go back to Jacksonville and get that incentive. But probably I'm going to go back to Spark in the morning and DoorDash in the afternoon, at least on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Spark all day, Wednesday and Sunday. I got to find a mixture, something to help me. I am not physically capable for a lot of things for so long, because I sparked all day, all week last week, and and all day today. It's physically tiring. There's a lot of heavy carrying. You make more money, but I got to find a balance. So anyway, let's take a look how things went today. So first of all, I'm kind of curious how many trips I had. 7 trips. So I've had for the money today, and it was slow because I had long periods of slowness, and plus I got that early help, and I've learned some new things though. The Spark in the morning that I always guaranteed at Pell City does not happen at the Anniston, Oxford, Jacksonville Walmart. So the unconfirmed earnings today is, confirmed earnings today is $69.50, and then unconfirmed tips is $40.92. So that's over $100 that I made today. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna be able to get the incentive. I'm probably get the $85 tier. I just need, let me double check here. Just in case, I just want to make sure. Yeah, I have 13 trips. I need 2 more to get to the 15. And after that, once I get those 2 more, I'm just going to do normal work around Anniston or get over to Oxford and that type of thing. So, what a day. What a day. Yeah, well, at least I hope you enjoyed coming along with me. It was strange. It was damn cold. It was 17 degrees this morning. And right now it's 40, but it's going to be cold in the morning for this week and next. So, hope you liked the video. If you did, I urge you to select like. If you enjoy what I'm doing with the channel, I urge you to subscribe to the channel to see the future videos that's coming up. If you want to see the extra content that I've created for the club membership, I urge you to join the club, where I give a weekly recap and more detail of my money and mileage details. Also, in the video links, I have links to all the equipment for both door dashing and Spark. I have, the bags, the small little items that I always use, all the way up to the equipment that I do for DoorDash YouTube in here. So, and if you're interested in the clothing that I wear, I have a store that you can purchase these. You can see them on YouTube, the Spark and DoorDash apparel, I have more items in the store. If you click on the link, you'll see. So anyway, I'm gonna call it a day. We'll do this again tomorrow, but not like I'm going to spark here in the morning at Pell City. So, well, that's it. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will do this again. So we will talk to you later. Bye.